OG Lee.
Come on, keep those applause going. Here you come, OG Lee. Right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Give yourselves a hand. Everybody just give yourselves really a round of applause. So just tip your bartender, tip your waitress, tip whoever brings you a drink. But my whole tip is they're going to have to find the Hunchback of Notre Dame because he's the one that set that church on fire. I already know that. I mean, it was, what, Palm Sunday yesterday? He was tossing his cookies. You know he was. He was tossing it off. 2 chemicals. He fucked up. But, you know, he got his ass out there. I heard he was running out the back door. Well, not running out the back door. He was walking like this, you know. But anyway, for all the guys, if you're having problems with your ass, you're going to have to call your proctologist. You know, I mean, it was one of them things where I had to call the doctor. And guys, always check your doctor's fingers, though, before you go. Because if they look like sharp, fucking big old ass, fat, round dicks, no, you don't want to go to them. You want to see another doctor. You know, my doctor said, you're going to have a rectal exam. I said, now, Doc, I'm going to tell you something. My ass doesn't do good on tests. You know, I loaded myself up, though, with a bunch of White Castle hamburgers and drank a couple chocolate shakes, cheese fries. Had to go into the doctor. He says, are you ready for your rectal exam? I said, Doc, I said, I don't think I'd do that if I was you. Well, it was kind of embarrassing in a way, though. You know, well, it was, because I asked him if he was wearing his fucking raincoat. You know, all hell broke loose, you know, I mean, you know, he stuck his finger in my ass, and, you know, next thing you know, here he goes back, his arms are up in the air, and he's screaming. And I told him, I said, oh, goddamn, Doc. I said, I told you. Well, I don't see that doctor anymore. You know, he had to cancel my next rectal-ectomy appointment. You know, I call them the masters of butt knuckles, because that's all they do. They look at your ass all fucking day and stick their goddamn fingers in it. And for real, I mean, I heard somebody laugh. You know, how many guys have been to the fucking ass doctor? Nobody has been to the fucking ass doctor. Well, you better get your motherfucking ass checked. You know, and another thing, I'm going to tell a quick joke. I'm going to tell a quick Easter joke. Since Easter is Sunday coming up, these 3 little boys, they all get ducks. You know, the little 5-year-old, 8-year-old, and the 17-year-old, they each get a duck. You know, and they come home. Father asked the youngest boy, what'd you get for your duck? He said, well, I got $5. His father said, well, that's great. You got $5. Asked the second boy, he goes, what'd you get for your duck? He said, I got $10. He said, well, that's even better. Well, the third boy, he wasn't home yet. He was still out. And he comes, you know, he goes to a whorehouse. And the whore says, I'll fuck you for that duck. The boy says, oh, well, fuck it. All right, go ahead. She goes, I'll fuck you again and give you your duck back. He said, that sounds like a deal. Well, the little boy's walking home. He's all happy and shit. And he's walking home, and next thing you know, the fucking truck runs his duck over. Truck driver feels bad. He's like, here, son. He goes, I'll give you $15 for that duck. Boy's like, oh, that's good. So he gets home, and his dad says to him, what'd you get for your duck? Little boy says, I got a fuck for a duck for a fuck, and $15 for a fucked up duck. Well, anyway, I'm OG Lee, and thank you very much. And everybody, have a good night and be safe. Keep on the OG Lee. All right. Whew.
thought OG was gonna slip on that goddamn ice.
Oh no, I got skid-proof shoes on.
Yeah, but you don't have skid-proof knees. That's what I was worried about. Come on, give it up to the German Gallagher who specialized in shat. No, it's kidding, scat. All right, jokes you do over there need to stay over there. All right, guys, your next comic, give it up for Forrest Wheaton.
Guys, have you had that flamingo beer?